Season 5 of Slow Horses has not slowed down for even a second, and Episode 2, titled Incommunicado, proves it once again. The Slow House Gang, known for being MI5's rejects and misfits, is suddenly caught in the middle of something much bigger than them. At the center of all this chaos is none other than Roddy Ho, the loudmouth IT guy who somehow always finds himself in trouble. But this time, things are not just a minor inconvenience. They are deadly serious. Between a surprise assassination attempt, questions around Roddy's mysterious girlfriend, and MI5 pulling the strings behind the scenes, this episode sets the stage for a bigger conspiracy that could topple everything. The episode begins by revisiting the Abbotsfield shooting from Episode 1. 11 people were killed in the attack, including the shooter himself, and now questions are piling up about who armed him and why. MI5 heavyweights Diana Taverner and Emma Flight are deep into the investigation, but the chaos shifts when Shirley insists that Roddy is being targeted. At first, her worries are brushed off as paranoia, but things quickly escalate when Roddy's apartment is attacked by a professional hitman. Suddenly, her fears don't look so far-fetched anymore. Roddy, despite being disliked by almost everyone around him, now becomes the center of Slow House's operation. Even Jackson Lamb, their grumpy boss, who never misses a chance to insult his team, believes there is a real threat. Lamb showing up at Roddy's apartment is enough proof that things are not normal. Soon, the hitman makes his move, leading to a tense ambush scene, with Shirley helping to chase him off and Roddy barely surviving. The team realizes that someone has gone to great lengths to get rid of their IT specialist. One of the first names that pops up on the suspicion list is Roddy's new girlfriend, Tara. To everyone at Slow House, the idea of Roddy actually finding someone willing to date him is already suspicious. But it's not just about his social awkwardness. Tara also happens to be the only person who knew his home address and had access to his keys. That puts her right at the top of the suspect list. To buy time and regroup, Lamb even takes Roddy to a fancy restaurant, a rare moment of civility from the otherwise rude and sarcastic boss. But while they were eating, the real investigation. Taverner, always playing political chess, doesn't like the blackmail but knows she has no choice. The information is too valuable to pass up, so she agrees to work with him under the table. It's another reminder of how murky MI5's world is, where every piece of information comes at a price. Meanwhile, MI5 director Claude Whelan finds himself in trouble of his own. While jogging, he's approached by a stranger who hints that his personal secrets may come back to bite him. His past involvement with Campbell's journalist wife could now become public, potentially ruining both his reputation and his marriage. It's a quiet moment in the episode, but it suggests that someone is deliberately targeting MI5's leadership while also going after Slow House. Back at headquarters, things get even worse. MI5 connects the dots and discovers that the weapons used in the Abbotsfield shooting match the ballistics from the attempt on Roddy's life. This is the smoking gun. It means whoever orchestrated the shooting also wants Roddy dead. And when Tara's fake identity is added to the mix, the picture becomes clearer. Roddy may have accidentally or carelessly leaked top secret MI5 information, and now the consequences are spiraling out of control. Knowing that MI5 is closing in, Jackson Lamb doesn't even try to hide. He actually makes it easy for Taverner, leading her right back to Slough House, where the team is gathered. It doesn't take long for Emma Flight and her dogs to storm in and secure the place. They even take away Lamb's gun, a symbolic move that shows how much control MI5 now has over Slough House. The episode ends with Deanna Taverner making her authority clear. She informs Lamb that the entire Slough House will be placed on lockdown. She argues that Lamb's team failed in their responsibility to report the threats against Roddy to MI5, which gives her the perfect excuse to tighten her grip. For the slow horses, already treated as disposable agents, this is another humiliation. But, for viewers, it's obvious that the lockdown is just the beginning of a much larger crisis. What makes episode 2 so effective is how it balances humor, tension, and political intrigue. Roddy, usually the comic relief, is suddenly in real danger, and for once, his arrogance doesn't feel so funny. Shirley, often dismissed as paranoid, turns out to be right, proving she's sharper than people give her credit for. River gets stuck doing grunt work but uncovers the truth about Tara. And Lamb, gruff as always, shows he still knows when to step up and protect his team. Meanwhile, MI5's inner politics reveal how corruption and cover-ups fuel most of the agency's decisions. Taverner has to juggle shady deals with arms dealers, while Wellan is facing blackmail that could destroy him. The Abbotsfield shooting, Roddy's betrayal, and MI5's political games all seem connected, setting up a season where nothing can be taken at face value. Episode 2 of Slow Horses Season 5 keeps the momentum high, ending on a cliffhanger that leaves fans desperate for answers. Why was Roddy really targeted? Was Tara working alone? Or is she just a small part of a massive conspiracy? And most importantly, can Lamb and his team survive MI5's lockdown long enough to uncover the truth? One thing is certain. Slough House may be the reject bin of MI5, but once again, they've stumbled onto a case that could shake the entire intelligence world. The